TechTV studios, this is Crosswires, Election Special.
I'm Robert Heron from the right.
And I'm Andrew Hahn from the left, and this is Crosswires.
Today on Crosswires, we're talking about the top candidates of 3D gaming cards. Which is the choice for you?
And for a little bit more on the bigger picture, let's head over to Sumi Das and election headquarters.
Thanks, Andrew. When you vote to upgrade your gaming card, you're making a statement that you're ready for change, and that today's new gaming cards are the solution for your gaming needs now and in the future. With games becoming more and more realistic, developers are requiring a lot more juice from your CPU and gaming card. If you don't have at least the minimum requirements, your games might look like this, and that's no fun. So you've looked at the issues, and you've decided you're going to get a gaming card. As an informed buyer, here's what you need to consider. Does your current computer and gaming card have enough memory and processor speed to support the games of the future? And will it be a 21st century gaming experience, or like it was back in the 90s? Is the video fluid, or does it look more like a slideshow? You've got two ways to go on this. There are the high-end gaming cards, and then there are the cards that provide a little more value. You'll get some pretty emotional arguments from both sides.
I gotta find my best value that I can.
If you're gonna play it like half a game, there's no point. You want to play it the best it can be.
Probably I would just buy a computer, so whatever the computer had is what I would use.
Let's go back to our experts. From the high-end side, we have a true visionary, the pundit of performance, Robert Heron. And on the other side, the defender of all things under $200, the value vigilante, Andrew Hahn. Take it away, boys, but remember, let's have a clean, fair fight.
Andrew, it's simply un-American not to have the best performance possible from your graphics card. I mean, take a look at some of the new games coming out in the future, like Doom 3. You have shadows and lighting that are simply not possible on most of the cards out today.
Good Americans, they need value from their cards. I mean, let me show you something. This is Unreal Tournament 2003. I mean, look at the speed, look at the resolution, look at the color quality, look at the frame rates. I mean, these are just fine for what today's average gamer really needs.
This card has the features that you're going to need. It'll run your current games 2 to 3 times faster, and that speed you're going to need for tomorrow's games, which are, of course, going to cut that in half. But hey, why take my word for it? Let's go right to the lab and talk with Extended Play's Matt Kyle.
Hey guys, you know, Robert's really right. When it comes down to gaming hardware, you always have to keep in mind the future and where your money's going. In the case of DirectX 9, this really is the future of where the PC gaming hardware is going to be. Self-shadowing is going to be a big buzzword in the industry in the coming year. The ability of an object to cast a shadow on itself is key in fooling the eye into thinking it's looking at a more realistic image. And in the case of the cards that are supporting DirectX 9, well, you're going to see every penny of your money up on your computer monitor for a long time to come.
Robert, you can't be serious. We're not all trust fund babies. I mean, I'm much more happy to wait 6 months until the games are out and, you know, the cards, the technology is perforated everywhere in the industry, and I can buy a card for $150. Like this, let me just show you an example here. This is the Radeon 9000 Pro. This is a $150 card. I mean, it does everything you're talking about. It may not be DirectX 9 compatible, but you know what? It supports pretty much all the major things that I need. Let's talk to somebody else at Extended Play who knows a little bit more about the value-conscious user.
The value cards, they keep up pretty well with the speed. I mean, they just sacrifice all the other effects, but what you end up getting is continued speed. You don't have some sort of slideshow going on, and I think that's what's really important to the gamer.
Here's one of your value cards you keep referencing over and over. This is the Saber from SIS, the Saber 400, and right off the bat, you know, shoddy packaging. That's not a good sign from any video card. And hey, look, right off the bat, some screws are missing. This heat sink, the purple thing, it's not even mounted on this card right. This thing could burn up in your system.
You know what? Let's cut through all this. Let's make a good value choice, and that's probably the NVIDIA TI 4200. Now, this is a $150 card. It's from a trusted name. It's a good manufacturer. I mean, this is a really good card. It has all the resolution, all the frame rate you really, really want. I mean, it's a wonderful card. This is the choice.
While the 4200 may be a good card for right now, in 6 months, you're going to be replacing it with something like the 9700 Pro. And, hey, if you want to spend another $150 in 6 months, that's your choice. Get a fast. You should have a faster processor. Everything's cheap.
You're speed diluted, I think. I mean, this is ridiculous. I think I'll just stick with my value card. Well, this has been Andrew Hahn from the left.
And I'm Robert Heron from the right. And this has been Crosswires.
It's clear you don't have to break the bank to have a really great time with PC games.
Though the $400 ATI Radeon 9700 Pro performs almost twice as fast as anything out there, the NVIDIA-based GeForce 4 Ti 4200 offers the best value at about $180, and it's our pick. But if you don't care how much you spend for the best card around, drop your $400 on the DirectX 9 supporting Radeon 9700 Pro.
And we probably won't hear from you for weeks.
When you're buying, look online for the best prices, warranties, and driver support. And beware of third-party card manufacturers that you've never heard of. Always buy from someone you trust.
I got a lot of stuff going on. I can't talk right now.
Be an informed buyer, and happy gaming.
Great! We made it! Good work.